These are 5 ultra soft complexion brushes designed to give you flawless coverage. So I'm gonna show you how to use them. All right, first we're gonna start off with the F48 Soft Coverage Kabuki brush. It's a dense brush, but it is so soft. Perfect for blending out liquid or cream foundations. And it's even dense enough if you want to use it with a mineral foundation or a powder foundation. It's a very versatile brush. Just look how amazing that coverage is, and it's just so incredibly soft. And it has some nice give to it, so you can really maneuver it around your face with so much ease and get around your nose. It just hugs those curves around the brow. And I love the size of it. It's not too big, it's not too small. I feel like it's a perfect size for the face. That's what I really love about this brush set is they're kind of smaller complexion brushes, so I feel like you can get really controlled application, but you're not spending a ton of time applying products. Next is probably one of my favorite brushes from this collection. This is the F72 Soft Angled Concealer Brush. This paired with our Spectrum Color Correcting Duo is magic. So this fits perfectly right in the little compact. It's a very unique shape and it just fits the under eye so perfectly. So we can dab it right in the corner and then just press it out. It's almost like mimicking your finger, which I love because it really like melts in that product right into the skin. And it's just so soft and gentle. And you can get around your nose really easily and around your brows. And it works beautifully with liquid concealer as well. Apply a little bit on top of my color corrector just to brighten. Next up we have the F43 Soft Angled Cheek Brush. I love this brush. You can use this for any sort of dimension you want to add to the face. And it works amazing with liquid and cream products. So if you have a cream or liquid contour or bronzer or blush, this brush is perfection. I'm gonna use this with some cream bronzer. And you get a nice controlled application because of the size. But because it, again, is just very soft and has some give to it, you almost have the brush doing all the work for you. It really diffuses it out beautifully, so you're not taking a lot of time blending out that product. I'll get it around the forehead. I feel nice and bronzed now. Also gonna use this with my cream blush, so I'm gonna wipe off the excess on my switch here. We'll find the cream section and wipe off the bronzer. A little bit of Quarter Rosa cream blush on here. Add a little bit. It's just the perfect amount of product. You can't really go overboard with this brush. Amazing for cream and liquid, and perfectly paired with our cream blushes. Next up we have the F11 Soft Sculpt Brush, which is kind of a smaller, denser brush than our F10. It's similar in shape. It's a little flatter if you turn it to the side. So you get really precise application on the cheek. So if you were to use this with a blush, perfect controlled application on the apples of the cheek. You can turn it so the point goes on the contour of your cheek. So now that I have my cream products laid down, then I can go over them with a powdered formula. And not only are you gonna get multiple dimensions with this, but your makeup is gonna last so much longer when you set it with a powder product. So I'm gonna take my matte bronzer, this is the shade Light, and we'll do a little sculpting. Instant cheekbones. And again, wipe the excess off on my switch, and we're gonna use this with my powdered blush. I have the shade Tiger Lily here, which is one of my favorite blushes. Perfect peachy pink shade with a golden luminous finish. And we can just pop that right on the cheeks. And I'm just tapping that on. So pretty. Last but not least, we have this cool little brush. This is called the F08 Precision Powder Brush. This brush is amazing if you're like me and you love a glowy, dewy finish, but you have to set some areas. If they're either a little oily or they're prone to move around a little bit during the day, and you need to set with a powder, this is a perfect brush because you can get into those areas that you want a little bit more matte without compromising any of the dewy or glowy finish that you're looking for. So this pairs perfectly with our soft focus setting powder. I have the shade Vanilla Bean, and I'm just pouring a little bit into the cap. It picks up powder so nicely. You can get a really intense bake if you want to, which I like if I want to go sculpt under my bronzer or contour. So I like to keep the glow kind of on the cheeks, but I want to mattify my forehead area and just under my eyes a little bit. Look at that. Controlled application, great coverage, and then we could take a little bit more and fit it right here. So I'm not interfering with any of the cheek, just setting under the eye and a little bit on the nose. This brush is also amazing with cream or liquid products. So you can definitely use this as even a foundation brush or a cream contour brush. So those areas are mattified, but I still have some nice dewy, glowy cheeks. I love it. I love it. All right, I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see the coverage up close. I mean, just look at that. I'm honestly obsessed with these brushes. My makeup looks so good. All right, so the consensus is my complexion looks amazing and you need to get these brushes.